Hello all, welcome to my channel. I am Rajivpujala. In this video, let's talk about how to manage the macros. So, for example, for all the business users, it's not really intuitive to open this extensions and go to the app script and then running the program from here. I mean, there should be something over here on the sheet itself, maybe like a button. I mean, if in case if you're comfortable with Excel VBA, you know, like what I'm talking about. So you create a button here and you assign the macro over here. Or rather than that, if in case if we can show some buttons over here to run the macro, it would be an ideal process. So what we will show, what I'm going to talk you on this video, so we'll create a one more add-on like over here, and we will display all the macros over here. So whenever they want to click on this, they can come and they can click on over here. For example, let's start with a function. So we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. So I want to move all the data from this sheet to sheet 2. So for example, let's assume that in the sheet 2, I have names and country. I have something like Ajinkya. Mm, okay, just assume that I have something like Mahesh, country IN, and then I have Karthik from US. Okay, and also, so I will write two functions. The first function is that delete the data in the sheet 2, and the other one is move the data from sheet 1 to sheet 2. So let's see this one. So I'm creating a new one more script over here, and I'm renaming is onOpen. Okay, so let's create a function first to clear the data from one sheet to other sheet. So how we can do this one? Okay, so firstly we'll start with the function clear sheet 2 data in the clear sheet. So let's access the spreadsheet is equal to spreadsheet app dot get active spreadsheet. If you haven't not watched my previous videos, I strongly recommend you to watch this one so that you will understand I mean what is the use of these lines. I am going little fast here. So variable sheet is equal to spreadsheet dot get sheet by name. So the data is in the sheet 2, and then I want sheet dot clear. So basically what happens, I mean, and also let's put a log um, data in sheet 2 is cleared, right? So now if I run this one, there is data in the sheet 2. Let's run this one. The data is cleared, right? The data in sheet 2 is cleared. I'm clicking on Control Z to get back the data. Okay, this is fine. And now let's write a function which copies the data from sheet 1 to sheet 2. Let's copy the same data over here and over here. And so function copy data from one sheet to another sheet, right? So variable spreadsheet is equal to spreadsheet, sorry for that, dot get active spreadsheet, right? So I have data from the sheet 1, so I'm giving sheet 1 is equal to spreadsheet dot get sheet by name, sheet 1, and then variable sheet 2 is equal to spreadsheet dot get sheet by name sheet 2, right? I have sheet 1 and sheet 2. Let's move the data from sheet 1 and sheet 2. And so what we're gonna do, if sheet 1 and sheet 2, if both of them are present, I would like to run this one, execute whatever we are going to write inside the function. So variable data range, so let's, how we are going to do, we are going to copy the data and paste it here over here. So I mean we're going to copy the data something like this, and we are going to paste it over here like that. So first we have to select the range variable. I mean first let's select the last row, how many rows are there, is equal to sheet 1 dot get last row, okay. This gives the number of rows are there. For example, in the sheet 1 there are 4 rows, this returns the number 4. And now variable data range is equal to sheet 1 dot get data range. So this get the data range. Let's get the data is equal to data range dot get values. I mean, so we are using the values here because we are going to copy all the data, right? If in case if you're copying only one data, so we will use like dot get value. So there's a difference. Now sheet 2, let's move to the sheet 2 dot get range. So what is the first row, first column, and then data, how many rows, whichever data is in here, those many rows I want, and how many columns. So data of 0, this returns the columns, and dot length, the number of columns, dot set values. Here instead of value, if it is set value means one cell, this is like multiple cells, multiple data, so I'm writing like cell to values in data, right? And then logger dot log data copied from sheet 1 to sheet 2. I mean, if you're watching my videos in process, this is something that I already covered in my previous video, and why I'm keeping it over here. So so now I wrote two functions over here, and let's execute the second one. Copy data from one sheet to another sheet. Let's see whether the data is getting copied. Okay, data getting copied from sheet 1 to sheet 2, and you can see that it copied Rajiv, Mahesh, Sai until here, and this is the previous data. So we have to clear the sheet 2 first, and now so that's the reason why we kept clear sheet 2. Okay, so basically, I mean, if they run clear sheet 2 first, it will clear all the data in the sheet 2, and then you can see all the list of functions you can see now here. This is the first time in our entire playlist that this, by clicking on this drop down, we are seeing multiple functions. You can write n number of functions here. For example, if you write like 100 functions, you can see all the function names over here. And then this one, click on run. So basically, if you run the second one, it will move the data from sheet 1 to sheet 2. Now the overall goal here is that to show the macros over here, right? So for that one, I'm going to um, write a function called on. Do ensure that the name of this function should be always on open, or else it will not run properly. So on open, so what I want to do, I want to create a user interface is equal to spreadsheet app dot get UI. You can see this is not, now we are talking about the UI, and so this is the UI, right? And here in the UI I would like to create a menu, right? So UI dot create menu. So what I would like to add, I would like to add like um, run macros. Okay, and then so give a tab dot that add item. So what item I would like to add, for example this function, okay, clear sheet 2. So here I would like to add like clear the data in sheet 2 tab, and I'm giving the macro and the function name over here, the macro name here. And then I would like to add one more function, which is this one, copy data from one sheet to another sheet. So copy the data from sheet 1 tab to sheet 2 tab, and what is the function name, this one. Okay, we have listed, and I wanted to add both of them to UI. Add to UI, this is the UI. Okay, so now we have created this one successfully. Now let's go back to, I mean, now to the spreadsheet. Now we can't see any extra menu over here. Let's refresh the sheet. Just wait for 1 second. Now you can see that extra add-on, which is like run macros. So for example, if you click on this one, and now this is a macro button, clear the data in sheet 2 tab. If you click on this one, is it running the script and it clear the data in the sheet 2 tab. And then click copy the data from sheet 1 tab to sheet 2 tab. If you click on this one, it will copy the data from sheet 1 tab to sheet 2 tab. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions on this one, feel free to ask the question using the comments. I wish you all the best for your learning. Please do subscribe and watch my rest of the videos in the playlist. Thank you and have a good day.